Hey everyone, it's Jen here. Thanks for joining me. I am doing a reading for the new moon in Sagittarius on November 23rd. I'm going to do what I did the last time for a moon reading and just put out four different piles. Um, the last time I did this reading, it really seemed to declare itself which pile was for which element, but we all have a mixture of elements if you look at your birth chart. Um, so you may resonate with pieces from all of them potentially, or maybe none because, it's all kind of fake anyway, right? So, right before I start shuffling, I got two pretty strong downloads. And as usual, I don't really know what it means, but the first one is I heard song lyrics, and it's he's canceled, so I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but there may be messages in these lyrics. Um, it's a song called We Are on Time by Nako and Medicine for the People. And one part, you just have to just go find the lyrics. But it says, "Come on, let your guard down, give a little." I think it says, "Live a little." That was the lyric that went through my head. Then a totally separate thing that came up was a triangle, and I'm like, triangle, the hell? I don't know what that would mean. But then I heard love triangle, so I hate saying stuff like that. This could be, I think my mind at least tends to go to the worst case scenario. And like, for example, so if I was married, I would think, okay, I'm being cheated on, right? But it could be, it could be so many things. It could be someone really close to you that you find out is having an affair. This wants to be on the bottom, so I'm taking that out. It could be, it could be crushes, like you have a crush on someone and, you know, there was someone else, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be as straightforward as you think, or as literal, maybe. Okay, let's just start pulling. So did I even talk about the moon? So we have uh, November 23rd, new moon in Sag. 2 days before that, Scorpio, the sun went from Scorpio to Sag, and then Jupiter is direct. So I'm a Sag. This is freedom, release, not, you can move forward again. We just had that full moon eclipse in Taurus in Scorpio. It's like fixed and deep and stuck and heavy and um, sort of big issues could come up, issues that were buried that we didn't realize were even there or influencing us and things like that. Um, and we're free of that. Like it's like you break free from some sort of restriction, opening up, taking more risks. Now, there's there's no risk, and there's, I don't know, base jumping. Is that what it's called when you just jump off a mountain with a parachute or something? Um, or being reckless with your heart, or being, you know what I mean? Devaluing yourself. That's very risky. Okay, talk about getting deep. So maybe that is where you were, but it's out of those types of thoughts that we can finally work through some of that, release it. So now I'm going back to the song lyric. Um, Live a little, give a little, live a little. I think that's what it says. I don't feel like looking it up. It's something. It's basically that. Um, so maybe realizing you were holding yourself back or were restricted in some way. Maybe you were in a relationship that wasn't healthy. Um, Usually it's us holding ourselves back. So I feel like people are going to put themselves out there. They're going to apply for jobs that it's almost that thing of be careful what you wish for, because if you get it, then you get everything that comes with it, right? Boy, I kind of went through that recently. Ah. um, but what that experience did is made me realize what what I valued the most. Was it money, or was it my physical and mental health? And I chose the latter. And something about this choice, this letting go, whatever this is, um, yeah, brings that. I feel like we always know on some level what we want to do. It's just slogging through the um, societal influences, your upbringing, your culture, your town, your whatever, what all these religion, all these things um, that we're just bombarded with every day because that's where we live and that's the way it is. Um, but if they're not positive, oh, I guess that one's coming out. Death. Here's the letting go from the Scorpio season and the Taurus, even I'm getting. Um, we don't realize how conditioned we are. Okay. All right, let's move on. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the Two of Swords. Is this the before? I think this is the before tarot. Um, Oops. This is decision, indecision. You can say she's putting the blindfold on because she doesn't want to look at something, but it's more that no, she has to stop thinking externally and start going within and asking herself, themselves, what they truly want. And if they didn't have to worry about what other people thought and things like that, what would they do? What would you do? Okay. Wow, the Empress. So the Empress, all the queens make up the Empress, although she's most closely tied with the Queen of Pentacles to me because of the Earth, Mother Earth. We call her Mother Earth. She is pregnant, she is fruitful, she's organic, the divine feminine. So this type of energy is a true leader. They're wise. They tend to be older, but not necessarily. It's the maturity, and so this could be a young old soul, for example. But this type of energy, they don't direct, they don't tell, they don't force, they don't mandate things. They don't necessarily even take action. They support and observe. Or the way they would take action is if they had a child or a grandchild or um, whatever that they thought had a knack for drawing. She would just make sure that there are supplies around. you know, and but not like say they want to learn the piano. Okay, I'm signing up for piano lessons, and you need to, you know, take them. You can't skip any, and you have to practice every day. And that's a little bit extreme on the on the divine masculine side, Jen. But that would be the opposite of that. Um, she's beautiful. I don't know why that came up. Um, okay. So I think don't get hung up on gender. You just you can't. Um, so some sort of strong attraction here, whether it's you giving that off or someone else, um, or someone else feels that way, or it's that way. Over here is the Ten of Wands. So this energy is getting rid of a burden, unloading responsibilities, unloading things that have been tying them down, weighing them down, only taking those that either are, see how there's growth on some of these rods, um, but taking responsibility or taking on responsibility for things that are truly your responsibility and letting go of the rest. And that's hard because you may have to challenge yourself. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's a partner or a family member. That codependency thing and taking on other people's responsibilities, taking responsibility for other people's behaviors or reactions, I guess, is another way. So if someone, right? So if you're not going to follow what someone else thinks you should do, and they get really pissed, that's not your responsibility. Oh, that's a hard one. Don't ask me. So that might be an energy that you've been working on around this time that you will be able to release. What's going on with this group? Ooh, a secret. There's a secret down here, or this is that deep inner work that asks the question. What do I need to let go of? When and how do I feel beautiful? Why? Um, what gifts do I have that I haven't been cultivating or honoring, or um, maybe there's something you really love to do, but it seems like you're a Capricorn or something, and you're like, it's not productive to sit here and read tarot cards, but I love them. Beating yourself up again. Why do you think that? Where is it really? If it's something that recharges you or helps you meditate, whatever, you just think it's cool. Um, why is that a waste of time? Why is that not okay? Where are you getting that from? She's very white. Wow. High Priestess and the Empress here is very, very powerful. Um, so far, we're in our heads. We're really almost having conversations with ourselves, really figuring something out. Three of Cups. When this card comes up, this is one of the lightest cards in the deck to me. It's going out with friends, hanging out with, I want to say the girls, but it can be any gender. Maybe you do have siblings or sisters specifically. Um, I did. I did sometimes the three cards. I mean, I did get that love triangle thing um, coming up. But this Three of Cups is often, it's just a nice supportive atmosphere. Um, and it's also, if you if you are invited to go out, especially if it's like something you don't really want to, but it's like you could easily say no, but you're like, I probably should. I don't know. You may want to go because often this meeting, event, whatever leads to a connection that down the road you're going to be like, wow, if I hadn't gone to that, I wouldn't have met this person who pointed me to turned me on to this or introduced me to this person or you. Um, yeah, I think it becomes an event you look back on in a positive way. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's see what's at the bottom of this. Oh my God, no, that's Justice. I thought it was the Empress. I like that blue. So balance, bringing things into balance. Let's look at these cards. So we have the Death card, transformation. So going within, trying to make a decision. Justice is definitely making a decision, a balanced decision, a fair decision, and it brings you back into balance. So where were you stressed? What was bothering you? What was taking a lot of your energy? Um, Maybe in a negative way. That would be something that you would have had to put down with this Ten of Wands. And once you can have a really a workload, a burden, like your life can't be all burden. I'm hearing, like, I guess take time to play. I don't know. I feel again something that we've been carrying. Now I'm hearing the Trevor Hall song, "Put Down What You Are Carrying." I don't know if that's the title, but it's a lyric. But we have to transform in some way. We have to let something go, whether it's what other people think about you, other people, oh, if I have this business idea, people will think it's stupid or no one will want to purchase it. That negative sort of energy, letting that go, because that is not, if you think about the law of attraction and you're putting out doubt and negativity, that's they say that's what you would attract back, right? And just freeing yourself from the stress of worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet, may probably will never happen, or certainly won't happen in the way you think, and could be positive. So really getting back into balance. I think we had an overcorrection um, needed to happen with that Taurus full moon eclipse, and it needed to be extreme to force us to let go of something. Um, and it's calming down, and we'll be able to move forward with all the Sag energy, positivity, um, not being tied to things that aren't healthy or you don't want to be tied to. Two of Swords. So double Two of Swords. Decision. It could be two people are trying to make a decision. Maybe, I mean, this energy tends to affect everyone. My October was fucking insane. I felt like it was a dream, like a nightmare. I don't know if yeah, it was pretty much a nightmare, actually, now that I think about it. Um, it was just, kind of nuts. And I think a lot of people have been feeling this almost like you can't put your finger on it energy, but it's causing you for some, lots of times we just go on with our routine and it just goes on and things just kind of are humming along. And then all of a sudden, our brain just starts going, do we need to make some changes? What's going on here? Are you stuck in some place? And really thinking about things like that. But then what are you going to do when you start thinking about that and kind of discover some places? Wow. Two of Cups. So, a new romance coming in potentially. Interesting with the Ten of Wands. I guess a romance could become a burden, but that's not really how it feels. It actually feels pretty hot. Knight of Swords. So a change in perspective. There's like a little bit of a hidden kinky thing going on here. I'm gonna just I don't know what else to say. Um, a lot of I don't know why there's I'm not an astrologer. There's a lot of in your head though. There's a lot of air energy, thought, sword energy influencing this situation. Um, oh, I'm not sure how to describe it. Um, yeah, you could just some deep thinking. You could be changing your thought, your outlook. That's what I'm getting. Your outlook, your thoughts about something. Three of Pentacles, another three card. So this is a card of collaboration. Something about like a job, a networking situation is coming in pretty strongly over here. Um, so again, join that Zoom call. Um, Follow up on that contact. So it's weird. I'm getting so you may be going out with people that you work with, or you may get together with someone you work with or used to work with. Sorry, or someone you know through work, right? So maybe they're a client or something like that. Somehow you meet them through work, maybe. Yeah, maybe someone's trying to organize like a going out after work for drinks, and they're just kind of doing that because they want to go out with you outside of the office. Wow. Judgment. So definitely a big decision being made here. A wake up call. Yeah, this is just a very transformative time. There's something about the divine feminine, getting in touch with your feminine side, um, allowing. So this to me feels like, especially like at that Scorpio energy. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so that you just want to kind of hang on or hold on or control or um, hyper focus on something, and this is making the decision to let that go. So maybe you've been really stuck on someone, um, and you just been having a hard time moving on, and this is the energy that kind of shakes you out of that and allows you to be able um, to move forward to new, opening yourself up to new people, new opportunities, new love for some of you. There may be a divorce I'm getting for some of you. Um, Maybe for those of you that resonates, and maybe it's because if you're in the middle of like a divorce, maybe you've already met someone, but you're keeping it quiet. I just, sorry, I just took a sip of coffee and spilled it, so that was good. Jeez. Okay, where are we? Another Knight of Swords. So we have two places in your life or two situations where a shift in perspective is required to be able to make a decision, let go, open up, move on, compromise, give a little, get a little, live a little. I'm forgetting what it is, but that gave up. Back to that song. All right, I want to see what. Oh, no, here. Wow. Oh my God. Leo. Yeah. Some big D energy. Um, Someone's going to be having some sex. I'll just say that. There is a child in the Sun card, so take precautions if you don't want one. Someone, someone could be pregnant and hasn't told anyone yet, um, and maybe they're just waiting for they're just waiting till they feel good um, about telling people, whenever that is for them. I don't know what's kind of going on here. I think that Scorpio energy. Sorry, my square's cheeky, my chair's squeaky. Um, I don't know. I just feel like there's like a lot of sex happening. Maybe you'll find out people at the office were hooking up, something like that. Oh, this is my favorite card. So this deck has an extra card, the unknown card. And yeah, there is something that I can't quite put my finger on. Um, and I think that is it. People are restless. They know, maybe it's after the pandemic, they're restless and they just want they want new, something fresh, something, I mean, very sad. Like, let's, almost impulsive, but just like, let's live. Let's fucking do something. Let's take a chance. Let's just go on that trip. Let's just do what I talk about saying I want to do, and make it happen. And just opening up and freeing your mind from blocks that have held you back. I kind of want to pull more cards, but I think this has been long enough. Really interesting energy. Um, this may seem like an overcorrection the other way, but it's not. It's you've been held back for so long, you didn't realize it feels like you're running forward fast, but it's just a normal pace. Um, hmm, that's an interesting. Yeah, something about it feels fast, but I don't think I'm getting that it isn't really. It's just again, we were just stuck for so long. It seems it seems fast, I guess is what I'm getting. Wow, this is just amazing energy. And there are some surprises. There are some things hidden. There's some secrets, but I mean, we don't really have any negative cards on the table. So I don't see anything negative happening. But it's the fear of letting go and allowing and opening up and moving forward that we're getting through. Um, and I think we'll be feeling fresh, refreshed, have more energy, be feeling more confident. And I don't think it has anything to do with looks. It's again that letting go of giving a fuck, um, about especially others, and challenging our own inner beliefs that are holding us back. We think they're protecting us, and um, but even if they did for a while, it's no longer serving us. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Bye.